Hi dear friends, in Lakech, Alaken, from the land of the Maya to all of you, with great pleasure talking about the Maya Energies update. In this time, we're going to talk about the period of the 3 and 9 of October, connecting with a very special month, the month change, and the month is called Sek. That is the symbol of, is the 5th month, it's called Sek. Sek in Maya is the connection with the philosophy or the way that the Mayans transmit the knowledge. This is the time, the period where the Mayans said this is the time to speak to the others, to make our speeches, to transmit the wisdom. It's like the one who feels in their hearts or in their minds the idea to share something. Now I know that there are many people who feels that impulse. I want to share, I want to say it, I want to transmit, I want to tell, because this is the time of the communication in the planet, as we know. With all the electronics we have a very small town, we have a very small planet, but it's the time, as the Mayans said, to share, to teach, to communicate to the others the good ones news. So this is the time when the Mayans said the caretaker of this month is Sek, time to share, time to communicate, time to transmit. The Mayans said that each one of the months has an Nahual or an spirit, and in the case of Sek, the Nahual is the bee, this little animal who is marvelous in our planet, and is the one who produces the honey. Is the one to produce the honey. Is the symbol of the sweetness. Is the symbol of the heart, and is the symbol of the kindness, even the intuition in our heart. So the bees have a name in our tradition, and the name of the spirit of the bees is Amusen Kao, the ones who belongs to the earth, the ones who connected with the energy of the heart of the earth, bringing from the heart of the sun and giving us the sweetness, giving us the kindness, giving us the love to this marvelous energy or substance coming from the flowers. So Sek is the time to offer your flowers, to open your heart. The flowers represent your graces, your knowledge, your transmission of something you want to share to any way you want to do. So this is the time, as the Mayan said in the message that I'm going to read. And it's about time to share. To come back to the light, we need to go through the Maya cosmic teachings, to transcend to another level of consciousness. Meaning, this is the time to learn how to make in our lives the Father's will, accepting it, and with the union of the force of the earth, to be again in harmony with all the elements of Mother Earth. What means is, this is the time that to use the teachings that we know to the Mayan sacred knowledge, to use it well, to transcend to another level of consciousness. How many of us we have said to ourselves, I'm going to fulfill now Father's will, and now we don't. Now is the time to change that. Is to listen the voice of the one who we know as the Creator, the Father in heaven. It's the time that we share that from that point of view in our lives, that we do that will in our lives, to obey precisely the command of the light in our lives. As we accept it, in union with the force of the earth, and again is the earth who is giving us the strength, the force, the grounding, to be again in harmony with all the elements of Mother Nature. We have made many things in this time that we have lost the contact even with the energies of the earth. We use shoes, we don't feel the floor. The Maya Lacandon in Palenque area, they said, how could you feel the energy of the voice of the earth? you are not barefoot. How? Because we don't feel it. And it's right, we don't feel anymore, so we need to reconnect with that energy precisely to the Maya cosmic wisdom. As we have more and more in our mind the information, we need to transcend in awareness and to understand that the Father in heaven, Hunabku, and the Mother in the earth, Ixchel, Ixmukane, they know you. They know what you need. They know your level. They know your consciousness. And they love you, and it's precisely they are giving you dosifications of that sacred knowledge. That you don't fall down. That you express with sweetness and love and kindness. Even you are not a teacher, you are a teacher in your own way. Everyone in this planet is a teacher. Everyone is important. That's why the Mayans made the circles. No one is more important than the other. But another very important thing, the Mayans call this planet the house of the mirrors. And why? Because everyone and everything could give you a great opportunity to learn. And from that learning, you can teach to the other. Seek, the Maya say. Seek. Seek. To teach, to share, to communicate as a be. Not with the negative aspects. To expand the bad news. To be critical of the others. To accept that you are not perfect is to accept that you are in the process to be perfect. That you are in step by step climbing up the pyramid. And as you go there, you are expanding and communicating the good news from your heart with love, sweetness, kindness. So the dates connecting with 3 and 9 of October are coming with the symbols. The symbol, this is Akbal, who means that we abandon, that we live from the shadows and we see the light. The Mayans expressed this in a beautiful way. They said that when the humankind was in the darkness, the first light that they called Akbal. We came out from the darkness. We came with that beautiful energy, with the Venus time, 4 a.m. around. And it's pink, the energy. That energy is Akbal. To come out from the darkness to serve the light. This is the moment to serve the light, to come back from the darkness to be part of the light. Then we have Kan. Kan is the representation of a serpent, and the serpent represents the cosmic wisdom, the sacred knowledge. The wisdom that is within you and that is provided by the teachers, by the documents, the books, by the conference, by your meditations, by your ceremonies, needs to be applying. The serpent is the animal who is dynamic, who expresses you all the time to share the skin, to change skin. We need to return over and over to those knowledge, to that connection with the cosmic wisdom, and to offer all the time in a new way to the others. The great lineage of Kukulkanes, the great lineage of the Kanes in India, the Aga Khan in India, and many other places connected with Pakal Wotan, in Palenque, or Wotan in another cultures. They represent that sacred knowledge, the sacred connection with the energy of the sun to the cosmic symbol of the serpent. Kan means 4 and means the cosmic wisdom of the serpent. Then we have another who is Chikshan. Chikshan means to transcend to another level of consciousness. Who means that from anything you have experienced, from the time you remember, it's important to transcend that level of understanding to another level of consciousness. If we don't understand that, we keep that level, but we don't transcend. So this is the time of transcend. This is the time to be aware that nothing what happened to us in reality is negative. on contrary, is precisely the energy we need to transcend to another level of consciousness. And then we have one who is very strong energy, Kimil, who is precisely the transformation. When we accept that still we need to transform something, it's not a physical death. It's not that we are going to pass to another level. This is God's energy, God's moment. We are here to transform ourselves. The symbol of Kimil has been found in some archaeological sites like Uxmal. But when you are in Uxmal, it's amazing to be in an area and you see the bones, but look, what happened? From the bones, flowers come out. So we need to transform ourselves. And from that transformation, flowers come out. Graces, new gifts, new understanding, new awareness is coming. Then we have something very important. Sometimes we fail in our effort to do our spiritual work, and it's because we try to do by ourselves. Man ik, let the Spirit do the work for you. Trust in God, trust in the Father, trust in the Mother, trust in the Christ consciousness to save you, to cleanse you, to purify you, to take out all these ancient patterns, habits, ideas, emotions, diseases, illnesses that we have in our body, in our soul, in our different levels. Man ik, let the Spirit do the work. Trust. Everything precisely is in the hands of the Spirit. And the Spirit is represented by the bird who is the breath of God. When you are ready, your teacher show up. When you are ready, God is giving to you the clairvoyance, the intuition, the telepathy, the gifts, the graces you need. But you need to work for. You need to do, applying the will of the Father every day, your practices, your yoga practices, your ceremony, your meditations. Doing that, God is going to see you and to give you, when you are ready as a fruit, precisely the essence of that fruit. And from that, you are going to share with the others when you are ready. Lamat is the next one. And Lamat means precisely that with all this process, you will relink again with the elements of Mother Nature, with the elements who are surrounded you, with the four kingdoms, with the four elements, with the four seasons, with the four main colors, with the four areas of the cosmos and universe. The link, you are the bridge to reconnect again with the life. You are the bridge, you are the temple, you are the pyramid. And the elements will surround you when you are ready, when you show that you are a real man, as is called a halash winig, to be a truly true man or woman, when you are the bridge with the one who has the power of the creation, Father and Mother. And then everything will come back to the last one, who is to reconnect again with our sacred Mother Earth. Where is your home? Where is your house? Where do you live? Oh, I live in Washington. Oh, I live in California. I live in Colorado. Oh, I live in Mexico. No, you live in the planet Earth. You have a house, and the house is called Mother Earth House. The Mayans, in fact, they call with the same name house and mother, Na, N-A-H, with the same concept. So mother and house for the Maya is the same. It's the same representation and the same meaning. Do you want to live in a house? Do you want to live in an area? Do you want to live now your life with all these aspects, who is the transcend to the teachings of the Maya to another level of consciousness, and with that to transform yourself, to come back, to accept the Father's will, do the work for you, but with humbleness, to accept that everything has its time and its moment. You cannot grow as the wheat, as the rice, as any fruit from one moment to the other. You need to wait the right time and be patient. In patience, faith is what we need. So this is the time when, in these dates, October, is going to be the end of the Serpent of Light Kukulkan that we can see in the structure of the Kukulkan's pyramid with only 6 triangles. And it's going to happen precisely in October 9th. That's the last day that we're going to see in the structure, in the northern staircase of the pyramid, the symbol saying goodbye to us from Kukulkan and returning to the sky. And in the equinox, Kukulkan comes and we say welcome. In the fall we say goodbye. So goodbye to the great teacher who is returning to Venus, and for a time who is going to be there in that star who is called for some people Lamat, because the connection with the star. And from that star we are going to receive during the last period of the 3 and 9 of October this energy who is connecting with Kukulkan's symbol, teachings, sacred knowledge, cosmic wisdom. So we invite you to transcend your limitations, your awareness to be more and more in your everyday when you accept Father's will. When you said, yes, I am here to serve you, Father and Mother. I have opened my heart and opened my mind to serve you. And my everyday is for you. Guide me, protect me, give me the consciousness to be more and more within your heart. So this is the time when SEC for everyone. Everyone can teach, everyone can share, everyone can communicate. And now I will again invite you to do a meditation with the energy. The mantra that we are going to use for SEC is the mantra SEC, SEC, SEC. That is a vibration which is going to attract to your heart, to your mind, to your vibration, personal vibration, that energy of teachings, of communication, sharing from your heart, as the ancient said. So please take a seat now, take a comfortable seat, and we invite you to breathe in 3 times. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now, slowly, as you are relaxed, you can pronounce mantra SEC, 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 SEC. SEC, 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 Silence is eloquence. We can open our hearts to receive the silence as an eloquence of wisdom. This silence is coming from the connection between the heart and the mind and the heart. Sek is the calling to all of us to teach, to share, to communicate. This is the time of the communication. The planet is small through all the internet systems, the nets, and we need to use it with awareness, respecting the love of the Father, Mother, and sharing in the best way we can our experiences with kindness and love, with a positive way that is needed to heal this planet and to heal ourselves. I want you to see this energy of Sek coming from the cosmos and giving you the frequency, your vibration, in your organs, in the area of the throat, the area of the mind and the heart, to connect with the sacred symbol of the infinite, and to share every time you have a chance to communicate the union that we have with the Creator of the life and with the heart of the earth. But you are the heart of hearts. I am the heart of hearts. That's why it's important to remind that we are every day climbing a new step in a pyramid, and you are the pyramid, and you are the temple. Blessings to all of you. We can breathe in now, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Don't forget, as you open your eyes, that Sek has the spirit of the beast. And the ancient said that in Tulum there is a beautiful being descending, and he has in his hands the honey spot, the honey color of the sun, the color of your heart. So thank you very much for your attention. We'll send our love and hope to see you soon in the area of the Yucatan, in the land of the Maya. En la Quech,